Have you ever considered the power that resides within you, waiting to be revealed? This power, my dear friends, is not the material power we witness in the world, but an inner strength, a spiritual prowess that lies dormant within each of us. In the story of our individual lives, we often play the roles of both the prisoner and the jailer. We cage ourselves within old limitations, old beliefs and old habits that stunt our growth and hinder our evolution. But the beauty of this human experience is that we hold the key to our own liberation. The 14th day of the month symbolizes a pivotal moment, a bridge between the old and the new, a threshold that invites us to step into our power. It marks the breaking of old limitations. It's a call to action, a plea to awaken the dormant power within. This transformative process is not just about breaking old barriers, it's about recognizing and acknowledging our innate potential. It's about realizing that we are not mere spectators in the grand theater of life, but active participants shaping our own narrative. This journey of transformation is a path of self-discovery, a voyage into the uncharted territories of our soul. It's a process of shedding old skins, of outgrowing outdated versions of ourselves. It's about becoming more conscious, more aware, more alive. As we peel off the layers of our old self, we begin to see our true essence, our true power. We begin to understand that this power is not something we acquire from outside, but something that was always within us, waiting to be discovered, waiting to be unleashed. So, as we approach the 14th, let us pledge to break the chains of our old limitations. Let us commit to stepping into our power, to becoming the best version of ourselves. Let us remember that the key to our liberation lies within us. Because as we approach this transformative date, realize that the power was always inside you, just waiting to be revealed. Consider the last quarter moon, a celestial body that prunes the old to make way for the new. The moon, in its celestial majesty, serves as a potent symbol of transformation. Its phases embody the cyclical nature of change, each transition representing a different stage of personal evolution. The last quarter moon is a particularly poignant phase. It's a time of introspection, of looking inward and preparing for the upcoming cycle. As the moonlight wanes, it signals the end of one journey and the beginning of another. This is not an end, but a transition. Much like the moon, we too experience phases. At times, we find ourselves in the last quarter phase of our lives, ready to prune away the old, the outworn, the unnecessary. This is the start of transformative momentum, the point where we begin to shed our old selves to make room for the new. Like the moon, we too prune the old, signaling the start of our transformative journey. What does true power look like to you? Is it chaos, noise, or perhaps something more serene? True power is an elusive concept, often misunderstood and misrepresented. It's not about the thunderous roar or a deafening scream. It's not about the chaos and the noise, the tumult and the turmoil. No, true power is something much more profound, much more serene. It's the hush of the morning dawn, the whisper of the midnight breeze. It's the calm presence and the silence that speaks volumes. Imagine a tranquil lake, its surface smooth as glass, reflecting the world around it with an almost surreal clarity. This is a manifestation of true power. It's quiet, yet it resonates. It's peaceful, yet it's potent. It's the silent assertion of existence, of being present in the world, of being aware and awake. Picture a solitary tree standing tall amidst a raging storm. The wind may howl, the rain may batter, but the tree stands firm, its roots deep, its resolve unshaken. It's not the storm that holds the power here. It's the tree with its quiet strength and silent defiance. Consider the mountain standing tall and majestic, weathering centuries of sun, wind, and rain. It does not shout its presence, it does not need to, it simply is. That's true power. The power to exist, to endure, to be. True power is not about the loudest voice or the most forceful push. It's about the calmest presence, the most enduring essence. It's about being, not doing. It's about presence, not performance. It's about silence, not sound. And so the next time you find yourself in the midst of chaos, remember this. The loudest voice may get the attention, but the calmest presence holds the power. The storm may rage, but the mountain endures. The wind may howl, but the tree stands firm. True power, then, is not about the loudest voice, but the calmest presence. In the face of adversity, do we crumble or do we become fireproof? Let's ponder on that for a moment. Imagine a piece of iron ore, rough and raw, buried deep within the earth. The ore, unaware of its potential, lives its existence in the dark until one day it's extracted and thrown into a blazing furnace. The heat is unbearable, the flames intense. It seems like the end for the poor ore. But it's in this furnace, amid the scorching flames, that the ore begins to change. It melts, it molds, it transforms. What emerges from the fire is not the raw, unrefined ore, but a piece of steel, strong, resilient, and most importantly, fireproof. We are much like this ore. Our lives, often buried in the mundane, are full of untapped potential. And just like the ore, it's the trials and tribulations, the life challenges that act as our furnace. They might seem unbearable, threatening to consume us entirely. But just as the ore doesn't perish in the fire, we too don't crumble in the face of adversity. Instead, we change, we evolve, we transform. Each challenge we face, each obstacle we overcome, strengthens our resolve, hardens our spirit, and molds us into a better version of ourselves. We learn to adapt, to endure, to resist. We become resilient, we become fireproof. It's important to remember that the process of becoming fireproof doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey, a transformation that requires patience, courage, and faith. We must embrace the heat, withstand the flames, and trust in our ability to emerge stronger and more resilient on the other side. So the next time you find yourself in the midst of a challenge, remember the iron ore, embrace the heat, trust the process, and let the transformative power of adversity forge you into a stronger, resilient, and fireproof version of yourself. In the heat of challenges, we do not burn, we forge, we transform, we become fireproof. As we transform, how does our environment respond? Imagine yourself as a magnet with an ever-changing polarity. As you evolve, grow, and transform, the magnetic field around you shifts and reshapes. This field is your presence, your aura, your unique energy signature. It's the unseen force that defines how you interact with the world around you. Now consider how a magnet interacts with its environment. When the polarity changes, the entire magnetic field reorganizes. The same is true for you. As you transform, your presence does not merely affect your environment, it actively restructures it. It creates a new order, a new alignment. It attracts what is in harmony with your new self and repels what is not. Let's paint a picture. Imagine a caterpillar transforming into a butterfly. During this metamorphosis, the creature's entire existence shifts, not just its form, but its environment, its behavior, its relationships. The caterpillar, once confined to the ground, suddenly finds itself soaring through the air. Its world, once limited to a small patch of leaves, expands to include the vastness of the sky. The butterfly's transformation is magnetic. It reshapes its environment, attracting new experiences, new possibilities, new relationships. It's not merely that the butterfly has changed. Its entire world has been reorganized in response to its transformation. The same holds true for you. As you grow, as you transform, your relationships, your circumstances, your entire world reorganizes around your new self. People and situations that once seemed inevitable may fade away, while new connections and opportunities emerge. This is the power of your magnetic transformation. As you change, so does everything around you. Your presence becomes a force of nature, reshaping your world to reflect your new self. And remember, this process is not about forcing change. It's about allowing it. It's about stepping into your power and letting your magnetic field do the work. As we transform, our presence becomes magnetic, pulling our environment and relationships into alignment with our new self. What does it mean to break generational chains? It's a question that beckons us towards a profound journey of self-discovery and transformation. Imagine a chain, each link representing a generation. Some links are robust, filled with love and wisdom. Others are tarnished, burdened by unresolved traumas and unfulfilled dreams. Breaking generational chains is about acknowledging these tarnished links, understanding their influence on our lives, and choosing to forge a new path. Picture yourself holding a hammer of awareness and courage. With every swing, you chip away at the chains of inherited pain, creating an opportunity to rewrite your family's narrative. This process is not about denying or erasing the past, but about transforming it. It's about healing wounds, breaking cycles, and carrying forward only what serves you and your lineage. Breaking generational chains is not merely an act of defiance, but a sacred duty to rewrite our family legacy. This is the power of transformation, the essence of becoming a chosen one.